So I really like the new Soundcore Rave 3S. It looks good, it sounds good, and with the use of AI, it can remove the vocals from any song that you're playing, and it does all of this directly on the speaker itself. And this is just great for karaoke. And the Soundcore Rave 3S also comes included with 2 wireless microphones. So if you're looking for something to do karaoke with, then the Soundcore Rave 3S is a phenomenal option to consider right out of the box. Now, the mics that come with the Rave 3S sound good and they get the job done. But let's see how these mics compared to the more affordable wired ones that you can find online. And let's see how they compare to the much more premium JBL Party Box microphones, and let's see if they're even worth it. Regarding pricing, the Soundcore Rave 3S retails for $350, so you get your speaker and 2 wireless microphones. Now, the wired mics that I usually use for my videos go for $25, and these get the job done as well, no problem. But then there are the JBL Party Box microphones, and these retail for $150, but they do like to go on sale for $100. But if you were to get, let's say, the JBL Party Box 120 and the JBL Party Box microphones, then this setup is going to cost you between $450 and $550, depending if you can get them on sale or not. Nonetheless, if you want to pick any of these products up, they'll be linked down below, or you can always press on the YouTube shopping button, and if you want to further support the channel, then you can always pick up some merch. So first off, let's talk about the wired mic. Now, this thing is universal because you can just plug it into any speaker that has a 3/4 inch input. It doesn't require phantom power to drive this mic like with some other more professional microphones out there. It has a 15-foot long cable, which should be more than long enough, and more importantly, if you're planning on doing lots of karaoke, these things are very durable and they can take a real beating. However, the problem with these super affordable mics is that if you're handling the mic itself, or if you're moving the cable around too much, then all of that sound is going to get transferred into your speaker. Now, if you're doing casual karaoke at home, I don't think that this matters all that much, but if you're putting on a more professional production, this excess noise pollution is going to make you look not so good. But overall, this is a cardioid mic, so you do want to talk directly down into this microphone, and since it is cardioid, it is going to do a decent job of rejecting any noise pollution that is coming from the sides of this mic. But next up, these are the wireless mics that come with the Soundcore Rave 3S. Now, from a connectivity standpoint, you just turn on the mics and they will automatically connect to the speaker. There is no external dongle that you have to worry about, which is great because that's one less battery that you have to worry about. But unfortunately, it doesn't seem like you can use these mics with any other speaker out there. Now, when it comes to battery life, the mics themselves do take 2 AA batteries, and they have an advertised battery life of 12 hours. And the fact that these mics are using 2 AA batteries is good because you can quickly swap out your batteries if you run out of power. But the bad thing is that you do have to keep batteries on hand. So maybe if you're going to do a last-minute karaoke session with your friends and then you realize, oh no, I don't have any batteries at home, somebody's going to have to run out to the local 7-Eleven and get some batteries. But when it comes to sound, just like the wired mic, this is a cardioid mic, so you do want to talk straight into the microphone itself, and it's going to do a decent job of rejecting any noise pollution that's coming from the sides of your microphone. But just like with the wired mic, if you handle this mic too much, then all of that sound is going to get pumped through your speaker. But wait, if you want to further support the channel, then check out our affiliate partner, Cook Unity. Now, Cook Unity is a delivery meal service that delivers fresh gourmet cooked meals to your door from your local chefs. And Cook Unity is very flexible. You can choose how many meals you want per week, and you can easily skip a week if you need to. And from Cook Unity's site, you can choose from a whole lot of different meals, and you can easily categorize them from either your preferred taste, proteins, or if you follow a specific diet. And here are some of my favorite meals that I've tried so far. I'm a big fan of the steak tan pequeña. It's hearty and spicy. The smoky chorizo fettuccine is very comforting but still macro friendly. And the Greek herb meatballs with pearl couscous is a solid post-workout meal. So even if you're super busy, Cook-Unity makes it super easy for you to still have gourmet meals at home, all while being a whole lot cheaper than ordering out or going to some fast food joint. So click on our Cook-Unity link down below and save 30% on your first order. And finally, there are the JBL Party Box wireless microphones, which are the most premium microphones here. Now, first off, these do have a separate dongle, which you can plug into your speaker's 3/4 inch inputs. So this system can actually be used with any speaker out there, just as long as it has a 3/4 inch input. However, this dongle does have a built-in battery, which is going to be good for up to 12 hours. Now, I do think that it's annoying that you have to worry about keeping this dongle charged up, but the good thing is that you can use this dongle while it's charging, and it charges via a USB-C port, just like the microphones themselves. And then there are the mics themselves. And now the mics have an advertised battery life of 20 hours. And like I just said, they also charge via a USB-C port, and they can be used while they're charging as well. So maybe just go ahead and get yourself, like, let's say, an Anchor battery bank. Overall, I feel that both the dongle and the mics themselves have decent battery lives, but it is annoying to have one more thing to remember to have charged. But the mics themselves do have decent fast charging, because if you were to charge them up for 10 minutes from a dead battery, they're going to get you 2 hours of use, which might be enough for a decent karaoke session. But more importantly, there is the sound of these mics. Now, just like with the wired mic and the mics that come included with the Rave 3S, this is a cardioid mic. So you're going to want to talk directly down into the microphone itself. And it's also going to do a really good job of rejecting any noise pollution that's going to be coming in from the size of this microphone. However, this mic's cardioid pattern is a lot more focused than these other two mics. So this mic is going to do a much better job of rejecting noise pollution and just picking up your voice. But another thing that this mic does a really good job of is not picking up so much noise when you're handling the mic itself. So I feel that if you're going to be putting on a production, you're going to look a lot more professional, because you're not going to have all of that annoying tapping noise coming through your speaker. I also feel that this mic has a better clarity than these other two mics, and the pop filter on the JBL Party Box mics does a much better job of blocking out puffs than the mics that we were just using with the wired mic and the mics that come included with the Rave 3S. And also, just from a build quality standpoint, these JBL mics just feel more premium than these other two mics, and I really like that these two JBL mics have these extra rubber stoppers, so when you put them down on the table, they don't start rolling around up and down the table, and they don't start to bounce from side to side like with the Rave 3S mics. The only thing that I don't like about the JBL mics is the power button. It is super easy to accidentally turn off this mic, and that is very annoying, especially when you're doing karaoke with friends and family that don't know exactly how to handle the mic itself. So they're just going to constantly turn off the mic, and then they're going to go, oh, the mic is off, and you got to run over and you got to say, hey, you got to turn on the mic. And then you got to tell them, hey, look, just make sure that the little white dot that's on the mic, that's on. But, you know, everybody's having such a good time, they're not actually going to pay attention to either the light itself, which is a little hard to see, or they're just not going to realize that they're accidentally turning the microphone on and off. So with all that being said, if you have a box speaker and if you're looking for a wireless microphone to do karaoke with, then these wired mics work well. They get the job done, they sound good, and they're very durable. However, these wired mics do like to transfer a lot of noise into your speaker if you handle them too rough, and their cardioid pattern isn't super focused, so they're still going to do a good job of picking up your voice, but they're also going to pick up a decent amount of noise pollution. The wireless mics that come with the Soundcore Rave 3S sound a little better than the wired mics. Their cardioid pattern is a little bit more focused, so they aren't going to pick up as much noise pollution, but they can still transfer a decent amount of noise to your speaker if you handle them too hard. But more importantly, these mics are wireless, they take batteries, and there are no external dongles that you have to worry about when you're using them with your Rave 3S. But for right now, it only looks like you can use these mics with your Rave 3S. And finally, there are the JBL Party Box wireless microphones. Yes, they are very premium. However, from a sound quality standpoint, the cardioid pattern on this microphone is a lot more focused. So they are going to do a much better job of just picking up your voice if you're speaking directly into them. And they're also going to do a much better job of not transferring as much noise when you're handling them. They're also going to do a much better job of rejecting noise pollution, and they also have much better built-in pop filters. Also, thanks to their dongle, these mics can be used with any speaker or system out there. I've literally been using this JBL microphone with the Soundcore Rave 3S the whole time. You just have to plug in their dongle into a 3/4 inch input and you're good to go. However, you are going to have 3 extra things to remember to keep charged. But the good thing is that these mics and dongle can be used while they're charging, and the mics have good fast charging numbers as well. I just wish that the power button on these mics wasn't so easy to accidentally press. If you made it this far, I guess you enjoyed the video, so hit the like button and get subscribed. If you want to pick any of the products up, they'll be linked down below. And if you want to further support the channel, check out the merch. I made some shirts and hoodies that look and feel great. And you know I can be very particular, so I'll only slap my name on something if I'm really proud of it.